a hadith mentioned in Sahih Muslim. Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala, he mentions that a kafir came to Medina who went to battle with the Rasul in Uhud and Badr. He comes to Medina for some business and he's got nowhere to stay. So Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala, he says, he arrives at a house not knowing whose house it is. And when he arrives in that house, he knocks on the door, and the Prophet ﷺ opens the door. It's the house of the Prophet ﷺ. It's the house of Sayyidah Aisha. And the Prophet ﷺ says, Maza turid? What do you want? And he thinks that the Prophet ﷺ hasn't recognized him. So he acts like they've never met, even though they went to war. Because he thinks that the Messenger of God has forgotten what happened at Uhud and Badr. And he says to the Messenger of God, I need somewhere where I can stay for the night. So the Prophet ﷺ invites him in his home. And the Messenger of God asks him, have you had anything to eat? This is how the Rasul treated his enemies. He invited them in his home and he offered them food. How do me and you deal with our enemies? And how far then are we away from that practice of the sunnah of our Prophet ﷺ? The Messenger of God makes him sit. And the man says to the Messenger of God, I haven't drunk anything all day. There's nothing that I have eaten also. And the Rasul had nothing in his house apart from some milk that he had saved for his grandchildren. But he gave it to this man. The man drinks one glass, Sayyidina Abu Hurairah says. And the Rasul says, do you want more? And he says, yes. And the Rasul gives him the second glass, up until he drinks 7 glasses of milk. And the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Takfi, is that enough? Or do you want more? And he says, oh Messenger of God, that's enough. The Prophet ﷺ left him. His family and him and his grandchildren, they didn't drink or eat anything that night. And they went to sleep. But this man, he didn't sleep. He was confused that how is it that this man is not recognizing who I am? And why is he behaving in such a good manner with me? So the following day, he wakes up and he meets the Messenger of God sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and he says to the Messenger of God, I don't think you recognize me. And the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, I recognize who you are. You were at Badr, you were at Uhud. But that was the way your character is. This is the way my character is. Sayyidina Abu Hurairah says, فَأَسْلَمَ, that man accepted Islam there and then. On 7 cups of milk from the Prophet. The Rasul didn't give him any da'wah, didn't prove the oneness of God, didn't prove his nabuwwah to him. This is how people come towards our religion. Then the Rasul says, accept Islam. He read the kalima. The Rasul said, do you want milk? And the Rasul knew that he drinks a lot of milk. So he said, yes, Ya Rasulullah. He drank 1 cup and the Rasul bought the second. He said, Ya Rasulullah, when I was a kafir, I needed 7 to fill me. Now I'm a sahabi, only 1 can fill me. That's enough. How kufr and iman can change your tabi'ah. The inside of you, the way you needed 7 glasses of milk, now you only require 1 because you have iman. And the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, the mu'min only needs 1 vessel, not 7.